Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about quartiles and handling data 3. Now, we need to understand the meaning of quartiles. Quartiles are numbers that divide or values that divide the data into four separate groups. That's why we have three quartiles. We have the Q1, Q2, and the Q3. The Q2 is the one in the middle, and it's the median. It's the same as the median. So the Q2, let me show you how it works. If you have a group of numbers like this, let me show you a little bit of numbers. Yes. If I have a group of numbers like this, I put them in order. I find the one in the middle. This is the Q2, which is the median. And then removing the one in the middle will give me two sets of data. This. So basically, as we said, this is the one in the middle. This is the median, which is the Q2. So this one is the Q2, like this. The one in the middle separates the group into two different groups, the lower one and the upper one, the lower one and the upper one. So the lower one will have its own median, which is the one in the middle here, and we call it the Q1. The Q1 is the lower quartile or the Q1. And the upper data will have its own median, which is the 15 here, and it's called the Q3. It's called the Q3 or the upper quartile. This is the meaning or the idea of having quartiles in data. Now, sometimes the number of data that you have can help you find only one number in the queues or the quartiles. For example, because these data when you count them, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are 15 numbers. So an odd count or an odd number of data, which is 15, this makes it easier for you to find one number as a quartile. Basically, because you're going to add 1, which makes it 16. When you divide it by 2, it will give you 8. So the eighth number is the Q2. So you come to the data. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This means one number should be a Q or a quartile. Now this happens if the number of data is an odd number. But if it's an even number, things will change because in the middle you'll have two numbers. Let me show you how. Here. If you have an even number of data like this one here, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So here, because we have 16 numbers, when we add 1, it's going to be 17. When you divide it by 2, this will give you 8.5. So a decimal order means the number will be between two numbers. So when you count, it means it's between the eighth and the ninth. So when you count them like this, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, it means the eighth and the ninth number will have the median or the Q2 between them. This means you have to add them and divide them by 2. So you add them and divide them by 2, you'll get 19.5, and this is the Q2. This means that the Q2 here will be a number between two numbers. And this happens if you have an even number of data. So same idea, because you use both in the group, you can't use them here because you used both to find the Q2. You can't use them to find the Q1 and the Q3. So basically here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the idea here, because this one is not a median, you can use it. Okay, the 19 is not the median. It means you can use it. Same idea here, you can use it. But in the first data, which is an odd number of data, because here, let me see this. Okay, because the first one is an odd number of data, it means you're gonna use the median and you can't use it again to find the other Q1 and Q3. But here, because the median is not 19 or 20, it's something in the middle between them. It means you have to use them to find the Q1 and the Q3. So here, let's take a look. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, eight. Let me see. So to find the median of eight numbers, you add one. It's going to be 9. And then you divide it by 2. This gives you 4.5. It means the median will be between the fourth and the fifth number. So this is the fourth and this is the fifth. You add them together and divide them by 2. It will give you 14. So that's the Q1, which is 14 here, Q1. And same idea for the other one, the upper data. You're going to count. There are 8. Same idea. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 divided by 4.5. It means between the fourth and the fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 5. So between the fourth and the fifth of them are 25. When you add them and divide them by 2, you'll get 25. So the Q3 is 25. Q3 is 25. So focus on this. Finding the Q1, Q2, and Q3 depends on how many numbers do you have, or what is the data count that you have. If it's an odd number, like 15, it means it's an only one number. If it's an even number, this means Q1, Q2, Q3 will be between two numbers. And that's the idea of finding the quartiles using single data like this. So focus on the questions and focus on the ideas that you have in the questions. Now, there's something else I have to add to these questions is finding the IQR. The IQR. The IQR means what? It means Q3 minus Q1, which is the interquartile range. So basically, you just take the Q3, which is 25 here, you subtract Q1 from it, which is 14 here. So you say 25 minus 14. This will give you the interquartile range. So 25 minus 14 will equal what? Very good. It will equal 11. So the IQR here for this question is 11. And this is how you answer a question like this. So finding the quartiles and the IQR from data like this is so easy. You just have to put them in order, find the median, which is the one in the middle, and then if you used you used the numbers in the data, you can't use them again. But if you didn't use them, if the Q2, the median in the middle between them, it means you can use them again in the groups. Okay. So basically, if the count is an odd number, this is an even. If the count is an odd number, it means you're going to use the numbers in Q1, Q2, Q3. If the count is an even number, it means the Q1, Q2, Q3 will be between numbers. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now, let's move on to the other types of questions using quartiles. So let's take a look at this question, for example. Here we're going to find the quartiles, which are the median, the lower quartile and the upper quartile. So focus on the question. They will tell you find the quartiles or find the median, which is Q1, Q2, I'm sorry, and then find the lower quartile, which is the Q1, and the upper quartile, which is the Q3. Okay? So upper quartile, which is the Q3. Okay. So focus on the questions. The median is the Q2 because it's the one in the middle. And the other ones are the medians of the upper group and the lower group. The lower group means the smaller numbers. That's why it's called lower quartile. Okay. And then find the IQR, which is the interquartile range, which is equal to Q3 minus Q1. So focus on the questions and how to answer. Okay. First thing you do, you have to put the data in order of size. Them in order of size. So let's start with the smallest ones. So first one is 0. I know. Yes, yes. First one is 0. And then Once you use it, you have to remove it, okay? But you have to focus on that. So we have 0, and then we have 1, and then we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 6. After 6, we have 8, and we have 9. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This means I took all the numbers. It's better for you guys to remove any numbers that you use. But for me on the laptop, it's not easy to go back and forth in writing and removing a number. So basically, we used all the numbers. We rearranged them in order of size. Now, first thing we do, we have to find the median. That's why they always tell you find the median and then lower quartile and upper quartile. They don't tell you to find Q1, Q2, Q3. They have to tell you what's best for you to find first. So basically, to find the median, these are 8 numbers of theta. So we take the count, which is 8, we add 1 to it, and then we divide it by 2. This will help me find the order of the median, or Q2. So 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 divided 2 will be 4.5. So the order of the median or Q2 is 4.5. It means it's between the fourth and the fifth number. So now let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So basically, the fourth number is 3, the fifth number is 4. So the median will be between them. The median will be between them. So I'm going to put an arrow over here. The median or the Q2 is between them. Now, how do I find the median? I take these two numbers and add them together and then divide them by 2. So the Q2 will be, very good, Q2 or the median will equal 3 plus 4. Let's do it like this, 3 plus 4, and then divide it by 2. So to find the median, I'm going to add the fourth and the fifth number and then divide them by 2. So 3 plus 4 equals 7, and 7 divided 2 will equal 3.5. So the median or Q2 is, very good, 3.5. So we write Q2 here, Q2, between brackets, 3.5. Focus on this. So the Q2 is 3.5. This one is not the Q2. It's the order of the Q2. Focus on the difference of numbers, okay? Now I found the median. Now I can find the Q1 and the Q3. Now first, as I told you, because this is 3.5, it's not 3 or 4. It means you can use the 3 and the 4 with lower and the upper groups like this, because this is not 3 or 4, it's in the middle between them. It means you can use these numbers, or you have to use them in these groups here and here. Now, these are 4 numbers, and I want to find the Q1, which is the median of this group. So to find it, I'm going to take the 4 numbers, add 1 to it, and then divide it by 2. This is how you find the Q1 and the Q3. Okay, put it here. So Q1, order of the Q1, let's put it here. Let's put it down so we have space for this. So basically 4 plus 1 is 5. And then 5 divided 2 will equal what? Very good. 2.5 equals 2.5. 2.5 is the order of the number. It means it's between the second and the third number. Second and the third number. So the Q1 is between the second and the third number. So I'll put an arrow on the place. So that's the second, and that's the third. So the Q1 will be between, like this. That's the idea of finding the Q1. How do we find it? By adding 1 and 2 and then dividing by 2. So I'm going to add 1 plus 2. This will give me 3. And then when you divide it by 2, it's going to be 1.5. So 3 divided 2 is going to be 1.5 equals 1.5. So the Q1 is 1.5. So I'm going to write here Q1 brackets 1.5. As I said, this is the value of the Q1, and this is the order of the Q1. Focus on the difference between order and value. Same idea here, because I have 4 numbers. I'm going to use the same method. 4 plus 1 divided 2 is going to be 2.5. So the second and the third, I will find the Q3 between them. This is the second. I'm going to count from here. One, two, three. This is the second and third. This means to find the Q3, what do I do? I add 6 and 8 and then divide them by 2. So 6 plus 8 and then divide by 2. 6 plus 8 equals what? Very good, 14. And then divide by 2, it will give me 7. So the Q3 here, this is the idea of finding the Q3 here. So we added 6 plus 8, divided by 2, we got 7. So the Q3 is 7. So I write it here, Q3 equals, or brackets, 7, close bracket. Now I found all of these, the Q1, Q2, and Q3. So basically, I used the methods that I know to find the medians, median of this one, median of the whole data, and median of this. Now, the last thing that they will ask me to find is the interquartile range. So focus on the steps of finding Q2, which is the median, and then the Q2 will divide this into two groups. Find the median here, find the median here. The median here will be Q1, the median here will be Q3, and the last thing is the IQR. You find it by subtracting Q3 minus Q1. So it will be 7 minus 1.5. So the IQR will equal 7 minus 1.5, and the answer will be 5.5. And this is how you answer a question like this. I hope you understood the idea of finding the quartiles and interquartile range. Just focus on the steps and focus on the ideas and the difference between the numbers of data. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.